You don't seem convinced.
Wow. Very
We're behind
awkward.
the scenes people.
Very awkward.
Well, let's make an awkward video.
Okay.
All right, we have Melissa Giroux and Lisa Reinke. Hey, welcome to the Snapshot, everybody who's watching. We're going to talk to people about how do we house people who are homeless, like temporarily, like last in December when we had the blizzard come through. We had a lot of people who were kind of stuck out in tents and campers, unheated campers, and so we were trying frantically to get them into hotel rooms, at least temporarily. What's that process like?
Yeah, so typically when we know that there's going to be severe weather, we work alongside of the Salvation Army, who is our funder for what we call the Emergency Shelter Program, which allows us to provide funding to motels to take in individuals who are experiencing homelessness for a very short amount of time. It's a temporary, it's not a Band-Aid, but it's a temporary solution to a bigger problem. They will first work with them and trying to find like a safety plan. Like where can you stay? Can you stay at so-and-so's house? Can you do this? What about getting to a homeless shelter? Contacting the homeless shelters to see if there's any available.
You say homeless shelters. We're in Newaygo County here. Where's the nearest homeless shelter to Newaygo County?
So in Newaygo County, there's our Brother's Keeper, which is up in Big Rapids. That is probably the closest one and the one that's accepting of families. So.
And how many people can they house?
That's hard to. Just this year, I don't know the answer to that, but when the staff have called, it's been full. So people have to add their name to wait lists, and especially if it's a family, because there's not many family rooms. So typically, we will call and get them on wait list, and then do the motel.
So if we have time, that's one thing, but if it's an impending cold weather, that's not going to be an option. If they don't have a relative they can get a weekend in the basement or on a couch, they're kind of out of luck.
Yes.
Correct.
And so worst case scenario, we put them in a hotel, a local hotel.
Yeah.
Now I know we have, I'll say grant funding as a general term available for this kind of thing, but it's pretty restrictive.
Yeah, so we can only pay $85 per night per room. And so if we have an individual...
Wait, are there any hotel rooms available for $85 a night?
In Newaygo County, we do have 2 motel providers that work with us, and they fit the $85 guideline. In Mason County and Oceana County, they forgive a bunch of money in order for us to utilize their hotels, and we can only utilize them during the winter because then they go back to full price during the season of when they have tourists. And then in Lake County, we don't have a single provider that will work with us.
So we do have a dedicated place online where people can make donations. We'll put the information on the screen. We'll have a live link in the comment section below where people can make a direct donation to our homeless services. That will give us unrestricted funds that have available that our staff can use as needed.
So, and I think too, it's about creating solutions that don't fit our restricted boxes, right? When we have dollars that are donated, it helps staff buy us time to be able to get to know the families more, work with them, help them create solutions. And that's really what we need, because we know that it's complicated. It takes a long time, for folks to actually gain permanent housing.
I think unrestricted funds are huge when it comes to the 4 counties that we serve, Lake Mason, Oceana, and Newaygo, because our grants are very specific. And we know that individuals who are experiencing homelessness don't always fit in that box. So they have to be very, very low income. A great example of this is I had an individual come in and they were behind in rent. The rent was affordable, and that is very rare. The rent was like $450. This individual was working 28 hours a week at $13 an hour. They were over income for our program. And so all they needed was 1 month's rent paid so they could not become homeless. And this was specific in one of the outside counties. And so having those unrestricted funds where we can make a very informed decision that's going to help stabilize somebody is huge, because our grants have to have structures. And they're very structured, and so having that flexibility allows us to make more permanent solutions and help reduce the amount of homelessness that we will see and experience.
Well, thank you guys very much. I don't want to miss anything else. We got to try to keep it concise regarding funding for homeless services. And again, a live link in the comment section below, the information on the screen where you can get right to make a secure online donation, which will give TrueNorth unrestricted funds to do this. Melissa, Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you.